A city surrounded, trumpets sounded, walls crumbled, a city burned, but not plundered. Does this sound like a legend to you? Archaeology says otherwise. Stay tuned to learn more.
Welcome to Faith Affirming Findings, a podcast dedicated to sharing with you
the incredible discoveries from the field of biblical archaeology.
These findings will strengthen your faith, affirm the historicity of Scripture, and provide you with unique insights into the culture and background of the Bible.
Now, here is your host, Associate Professor of Bible Exposition at Dallas Theological Seminary,
Dr. Paul Weaver.
Welcome to Faith Affirming Findings. Today we travel back to one of the most iconic sites in biblical archaeology, Jericho. This isn't just a city of legend. This is a place where stones still speak and they tell a story that matches the biblical account in stunning detail. The ancient city of Jericho is often called the world's oldest city. Layers upon layers of civilizations have been uncovered there. Ancient Jericho is located just 5 miles west of the Jordan River and 10 miles north of the Dead Sea. Excavations began in the 1800s, but it was John Garstang in the 1930s who identified the site as biblical Jericho. He declared, and I quote, "There could be no doubt about its identity." Jericho is the first city Israel faced after crossing the Jordan River. It's where Rahab hid the spies. It's where the walls collapsed after 7 days of marching. Joshua 6 verse 20 records, the wall fell down flat. The archaeological record vindicates the scripture in at least 8 unique ways. First, archaeology reveals that ancient Jericho was surrounded by a massive defensive system, just as the Bible describes. See Joshua 2, 5-7, Joshua 6, verse 5, and verse 20. Second, the remains at Jericho point to a wealthy and significant city, consistent with the biblical picture. Third, collapsed mud brick walls have been uncovered. This is exactly what the Bible describes, the supernatural collapse of Jericho's walls. See Joshua 6:20. Fourth, these walls fell outward, not inward, creating a ramp that allowed Israelite forces to charge straight ahead into the city, just as recorded in Joshua 6:20. Fifth, a thick burn layer up to 3 feet deep was found, showing that the city was consumed by intense fire. Scripture tells us the Israelites were commanded to burn the city completely. See Joshua 6:24. Sixth, archaeologists discovered jars still full of grain, evidence of a rapid conquest, not a long siege. The food stores weren't used up, aligning perfectly with the biblical account that Jericho fell on the 7th day. See Joshua 6:15. Seventh, the presence of this fresh grain points to a springtime destruction during the harvest season, just as Scripture says. Joshua 2:6, 3:15, and 5:10. Eighth, and finally, the city wasn't looted. The burned grain jars show that Israel obeyed God's command not to take plunder. See Joshua 6:17-18, a striking contrast to normal wartime behavior. In every detail, the ruins of Jericho confirm the record of Scripture. The stones do not contradict the Bible, they affirm it. The Bible is historically reliable and worthy of your careful study. The archaeological remains at Jericho affirm in great detail the biblical text. The Bible is historically reliable and worthy of your careful study. Over 100 artifacts from Jericho, pottery, metal, stone, are housed in the Durham University's Oriental Museum. They tell a story of conquest, judgment, and fulfilled prophecy. And that is your faith-affirming finding of the week. If this discovery encouraged your faith, be sure to get your copy of my book published by Kriegel Publishing entitled Faith Affirming Findings, subtitled 50 Archaeological Discoveries That Affirm the Historicity and Reliability of Scripture. This book features the discovery that I just mentioned, along with 49 other incredible discoveries from the field of biblical archaeology. Plus, your purchase includes access to 50 PowerPoint presentations, perfect for teaching, for preaching, and personal as well as group Bible studies. I hope you find them beneficial. See you next time.
Faith Affirming Findings podcast is a listener-supported podcast devoted to affirming your faith in the reliability of Scripture and illuminating your understanding of Scripture.
If you would like to help sponsor the Faith Affirming Finding podcast,
You can make a tax-deductible donation of any amount, large or small,
at faithaffirmingfindings.com. That's faithaffirmingfindings.com and click on the Give tab.
We hope you'll join us again next week for another exciting Faith Affirming Findings.